Hi, so my name is Chloe. I'm a 24-year-old mum to my little girl Mia, who is 22 months. So as a safe sleep week, I wanted to just answer some questions and just give my thoughts on the questions. The short answer is no, but there are certain exceptions, so I'll get into that now. So, for example, just last week, Mia was quite unwell with tonsillitis and a ear infection, which meant she had quite a high temperature. So in that instance, I felt a lot safer having her in bed with us rather than sleeping by herself. But in those times, I will follow the safe sleep guidelines. When she was a newborn, she was / still is breastfed. She spent a lot of time on me, obviously, as newborn babies do. So it made it really difficult, especially, you know, those late nights, early mornings, the baby's on you and you just want to go to sleep. I did really make a conscious effort to make sure that she was put down into the cot after the feed. The thought of co-sleeping really did scare me, and even though I'd done my research beforehand, I still felt a bit I wasn't too comfortable with the idea of it, especially since my partner is quite a heavy sleeper as well. So the factors that influenced my decision to not co-sleep when she was a newborn was purely just based on the fact that I wasn't comfortable in doing so. My sister passed away from SIDS, and I really just wanted to try and eliminate every risk that there was, just to try and make her sleep space as safe as I possibly could. And I knew that that would be in her own cot, you know, on a flat surface on her back. So that's what we did. We had a next to me cot, which, you know, basically is kind of almost like you're co-sleeping with the baby anyway. I just removed all my blankets. It helped because it was in the middle of summer as well. She was born in May, so I wasn't cold needing to wrap up in blankets and so on. But she was in her next to me cot, which meant I could always, you know, check her, keep an eye on her throughout the night. I had a C-section, so it was much easier for me to grab her out of the cot as well. But yeah, I personally just didn't feel comfortable co-sleeping with my little one. With regards to co-sleeping, I remember we discussed it with the midwife I had when I was pregnant, and I basically just said, look, I'm really not comfortable co-sleeping. It's not something that I think I could do. But then I explained to her, like, you know, we're looking into getting a next to me cot, which means, you know, she's obviously going to be next to us in bed, but in her own space. And I wasn't really told how to safely co-sleep. The midwife at the time, she just sort of just agreed with my decision and just, you know, that was that basically. However, when the health visitors come out after the baby's born, they went to go check where baby was sleeping, and we showed her the next to me cot, and that basically was it. There wasn't really a discussion on, you know, this is the best sleep space for your baby, and if you do decide to co-sleep, this is what you can do. You know, it wasn't until I actually raised the question with my actual health visitor about co-sleeping and, you know, that I'm not comfortable with it, but I am going to be doing X, Y and Z to make sure it is safe if anything was to happen. I feel like a lot of the information that I had was the information that I researched myself. Yeah, it wasn't, I mean, I'm sure if I had asked someone how to safely co-sleep, I would have been told it. But I feel like, especially as a young parent and as a first-time parent, you're scared to use your voice, and you almost feel ashamed and embarrassed because of the stigma surrounding co-sleeping.